Hello, my Sagittarians. Welcome on in. We are going to be going over planetary transitions as well as some chakra energy work and diving into that beautiful new moon in Pisces vibration. So this will be a miniature reading just because we're only focusing on vibrations that are from March 8th, 9th, and 10th. By the way, if I did not introduce myself already, or if you're new to the channel, my name's Everin Ryu. I'm Astral Shaman at Cosmic Energy and Spiritual Wellness. So let's check out that gorgeous energy from March 8th. But right before we go ahead and do that, I'd like to connect the vibration, clear out the cards and crystals, and match it up with my viewers and my Sagittarian folk today. All right, let's begin with March 8th. March 8th, we got to experience a global chakra transition with that Women's International Acceptance Day. And that really activated our heart chakra, crown, and soul star gateway chakra. Those chakras are connected to specific planets and asteroids. And I want to connect with the heart chakra energies first. And it's really focusing on Chiron. So if you have been following along with the videos, we spoke a lot about Chiron in past planetary transitions of noticing the trigger, releasing that trigger. So seeing where you're reactive versus where we should be responding to the energy. And we've been making medicine out of this journey, right? And that medicine is really to help us engage with our Venus placement or our divine feminine heart chakra and having the ability to receive love and find value within the concept of receiving energy back to us. So let's check out how that's been translating for you. Oh, build on your foundations, transform through wisdom. So you've been actually receiving energy and love that is directly correlated with your crown chakra. You've also been working with the violet flame. So you've been really going through each of your experiences and finding not only the knowledge of them, but you've been transforming them to wisdom that has really expanded your spiritual awareness. You've been raising your Kundalini flame, and honestly, it's been liberating you from certain emotions that used to trigger you. So that in itself is beautiful. Let's check out the crown chakra and how that's been activated. Even though your heart chakra and receiving love has already triggered an activation within your crown, let's see how it continues to expand, which perfectly connects with the planet that is associated with the crown chakra, which is Jupiter. And that's all about expansion from knowing something to growing from wisdom and actually utilizing that information that you grew from. So you burnt up certain triggers and now you're growing into experiences so those triggers don't happen again. So let's really see how that crown chakra is advancing. The trickster. Ooh. So you're getting out of certain illusions. You may have spiritually, this is what I'm really getting at. You may have spiritually were set in a certain experience, but you read that experience almost completely wrong. And with this burning, this violet flame, you've almost purified that experience. So now you can read it clearly. I'm almost seeing like you had a spiritual journey, a spiritual meditation, and you read it with foggy glasses on. You read it without your contacts. You read it without putting your glasses on. And the message that you've been spiritually following was completely misguided. And now that you've been raising your Kundalini energy, you've been raising your spiritual flame through your heart by receiving love, you're getting a completely different picture, which is quite beautiful. Let's see how that soul star gateway chakra has been transforming the way spirit animates and lives through you. And it's connected with Pluto. So checking out your Pluto placement can help you connect more with spirits. Let's check out what's going on here. Let's check out how we can purify this experience. Strength. Ooh. This challenge will make you stronger. You will get through the other side. Look for the gifts in this situation. So right now, there is some battle within your spiritual mindset. There's some spiritual warfare going on here. And it's meant to transform you. You're almost being put through a spiritual test to see how you can stop being headstrong and start being spiritually vulnerable and accepting of a certain transformation. And let's read the information for today's energy, March 9th, and that's Mercury entering Aries, and that's bringing passion and drive, which I feel like perfectly associates with building new foundations spiritually. And Mercury is how are you building those foundations spiritually and not being tricked again through how strong you can be and actually bringing out vulnerability. That's your true strength to build your new spiritual foundation. And how can we communicate that? How can we network that with our throat chakra? How can we authentically express ourselves and our strength? Goals. So begin setting spiritual goals. Begin setting goals to build up your vulnerability. You are very goal-centered and maybe you forgot your goals, but that is what's going to build up that foundation. That's what's going to get you out of feeling almost spiritually tricked into a certain situation. Goals. Focus on your goal setting. Let's see where you may feel a bit limited. I feel like you're placing a limitation on how you're setting goals. And this new moon, March 10th, is going to really open up. But we first need to acknowledge where the limitation is. So let's get some more information about this new moon and moon energy in general. Moon energy deals with the heart chakra, but unlike Venus and Chiron, that releasing and receiving heart energy, the moon is an equalizing heart chakra center. So it wants to balance the energy all around you and within yourself. It wants to balance the upper chakras and lower chakras. And specifically, it's in Pisces. So if you have Pisces placements, these are going to be activated to help align you with the energy. And it's really incorporating compassion, intuition, and intimacy. So how can you be compassionate with your strength and be vulnerable? How can you use your intuition to really feed? I'm getting all these different words for getting this trick out of your mindset. How can you intuitively recognize, wait, that was a trick for me to learn and expand my wisdom? And how can you become intimate with your own spiritual awakening? How can you become intimate with building your foundation by burning up and transcending falsehood experiences? So let's check out the limitation there. Let's see what's going on here. How are you limiting your goals? Where is the limitation? Discernment. You're limiting your goals because you're being discerning to a point of crippling the goal and outcome, and you're maybe too descriptive, too detailed, and you're not allowing the universe to bring to you the full picture because you're being almost so stingy on your goals. Now, after recognizing and being aware that there's been almost a shredding, it's like you're taking, the universe hands you this sheet of paper of everything that you signed up for, and you're like, you know what? Let me put this through the paper shredder, and I'm going to see what word actually remains. I feel like that's exactly what you've been doing to your goals lately, and it's been limiting. So once we acknowledge and release that, let's see what you're opening to accept. Because quite honestly, by putting it through that paper shredder, you're saying that's unacceptable. I'm not accepting that. By not doing that, by releasing certain aspects of discerning your goals, you're opening up and accepting what you had initially thought was unacceptable. Oh, King of Wands. Again, Spirit, you are leading and dictating with these goals. And yes, a king, a leader needs to be discerning, but to what extent? To what extent do you become a tyrant? Which I feel like this discernment has become a tyrant over their life goals and over their kingdom, or you're actually leading with compassion, leading with vulnerability. You've been going at this whole thing with a strong head and discerning things. If someone brings up this or that, I feel like that violet flame is burning that aspect of you. It's burning up that tyrant energy. So that's a beautiful concept to digest. Let's check out a prayer, because this is God, this is the universe displaying what vibrations are available to you. Let's see how we can better translate it and have just a nice affirmation, a nice prayer for the universe to hear and really listen and understand where we're at. First house. If you have anything in your first house, I check that in your chart, but it's really asking about your individuality, your approach to life, your self-image. How can you embody your spiritual flame? How can you embody your true strength, which is honestly forgiving your vulnerability? How can you honor having this leadership role in your spiritual life? Let's check out our last card set, and it's really choosing what element can assist us during this new moon time. New moons tend to have less energy to pull from, just because it is a clean slate and it is such an allowing vibration. We have the 4 Western elements here. Let's check out which one can assist you, my fellow Sagittarians. So that's a no. No. This last one is a yes. Earth elements. So check out your chart. See placements that you have earth. Go outside. Work with different crystals. Be patient. Be persistent. That leadership role requires persistency, and be practical with your violet flame. Be practical with your goals, but don't be discerning and disruptive to your goals. So work with the earth element. Be around plants, be around flowers. Just really go outside and have your feet touch the earth if that's available to you and it's not too cold. Thank you so much, my fellow Sagittarians. Good luck with your goal setting. Kudos to you accessing that spiritual flame and crown chakra awakening. If you liked this, please like and subscribe. Bye.